All right. I guess we'll start with the anti-bucket list.
Read it out so our viewers can hear it.
All right. So we got some memes today for everyone to enjoy. We're just going to go through a quick little list of some of the stuff that we came across. First one we got on deck is the anti-bucket list. Name something that you'd never do again. I feel like there's a question like name someone you'll never do again, but that's a different bucket list. Yes. Shots fired.
For me, I've done, like, when it comes to a bucket list period, like, I've done a lot of things in my life, but I've never regretted it because it was a great experience. Well, if you're talking an anti-bucket list,
yeah,
I've told Andrew this before, and I'll say it again. I always say this to people: never gonna date anybody younger than me again. Don't ever. Okay. Don't ever. That's one thing you never do. No, don't ever do that. Ever. I did that twice, and I regretted it the first time, and I promised myself that, and I did it again.
So you didn't hear what your grandmother did tell you from a long time? Once bitten, twice shy. You never did learn.
Hey, so sometimes you need to test the waters to get a good, to
get an experience. Like, I'll be honest, there is
foolishness. You don't know the water's cold.
Hey,
you stuck your toe in it the first time, and then you come back the same time next year, the exact same day, and then stick your foot in it again, and then think it's go warm.
That's not right.
Like, I'll be honest, there's some people who are young who come off as mature, but then, you see some things and you're like, eh. Like, some people that are young are mature for the age. I'll give them that, but not a lot of people. Some people just come off like that. But
I mean, so
same with older people too. There's some older people who act like kids, but I mean,
right. So you have one of those situations if we're turning this into relationship talk, like those are variables, right? Like, not saying that you need to.
But if you're gonna say something you'll never do again, that's what I'm saying. I don't know anything else. I'm just saying that's the main thing I've always told myself all throughout my life was I'm never.
Maybe that's the mistake I made, and I'm never repeating it. God damn it.
Yeah, like I'm actually trying to find something else that I would like never do again. But to be honest,
something you'd eat, something that you experience.
I'm not a picky eater, so that's hard for me to pick. To be honest with you, there's a lot of experiences I've done that I wouldn't do again, but okay, that I wouldn't really do it. Well, like I wouldn't really do them again, but at the same time, it's not something that's like, oh my God, never again. Like it was it's actually experiences that are on people's bucket lists, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I hear you on this one. This is a difficult one because it's just like, there's every experience is an opportunity for growth, whether or not it's good or bad. So to sit here and say that you're absolutely not going to do something again, it's like, it's kind of a tough call. Like the biggest thing I'd probably be is just like,
No, for me, it's just that's the main one that's never happened. Like ever.
All right.
Like if you're saying, because you're saying anti-bucket list.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If it's bucket list, that's a little different because like there's things I've done that were pretty spontaneous that sounds like stuff in the movies. I can't lie; those are experiences that everybody wants to at least try at least once.
Yeah. I met with you. I got a few of those on my list.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At least once or twice. But when it comes to stuff like dating somebody younger, you're not gonna go, like I might try that again. Like no.
Oh hell no!
Yeah. Like I'll give you one thing I did on a bucket on like, like what's something I've done that's on like on a bucket list.
She got to go into her PG bag to think.
I'm just trying to give an example, like for example. Okay, no, I don't want to say that. That's too exposing. I was gonna say like basically. Well, this is something that majority of people have experienced before, maybe. Okay, actually, I was gonna say something else, but I'll just say something common, like a threesome. Let's say that. Like people say, oh, I always want to have a threesome. you're not gonna do that over and over and over again, but it's something that you want to do or try. But dating somebody
I'm not gonna
younger,
lie, I've had a few and I still want more. God damn it! Like,
Yeah,
let's
like-
be real.
yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. I said you might want to do it
I'm
again. you might
always
not.
want one of those.
Yeah, like for me, like that's like a rookie on a bucket list for me, because that's
No,
like
no. For me,
something that
I
can
can give you the anti-bucket list feature right now. One thing I am never, and I repeat to you, ever
happen. Give me a good idea that I might have another
ever
one.
doing again. Like shit, there's a couple. It's hard to limit it down to just one sometimes. Like for me, I mean personally, one thing I'll never do again. I'll never date like I'm happy. It'll never actually happen. So I'm blessed that this won't happen again. But I will never date a woman with a low sex drive again.
With a low sex drive?
Never. Ever in history will I ever date, like if my relationship fails with my girl or with my wife right now and I have to go pick another one, it will never be with a woman with a low sex.
Yeah, no.
I'm blessed now, but I'm just saying, like everything's blessed and we're happy, but I'm telling you, from my previous experience with my ex before that, no.
No, but that's the thing. Like sometimes, like for me, I'm someone that has a high sex drive. So if I have a low sex drive with you, it's because there's a problem with you.
No, but we weren't even talking about. It's not even that the fact that that's the common issue. Like it's all right. We were in a relationship for almost, I would say, 6 to 7 months, and it was like it wasn't the fact that sex was a chore, or it was like work or whatever else. When we had it, and it was great. It was sloppy, and it was beautiful. But the anticipation or the leading up to sex, there was nothing in her head, like zero. Like she wasn't like she is one of those type of people that, and the reason why I knew I wasn't off about it is because I ran into another person like her personality watching my other friend date somebody else. That's when I went, holy crap, it wasn't just me. Like I watched him have to deal with the same exact situation where like she just is a dead fish, man, like a complete dead fish of an inside of a person, and he didn't recognize it yet. And it took him a while, and it took him years to like. I realized.
Maybe she just hasn't been like satisfied before, and it's
no. It's one of those situations where the people are dead on the
like
inside.
that's just
it doesn't
her.
matter what. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do to please this person.
Jeez.
Like it's to the point now where they're divorced now, and they're in. Well, sorry, they're not divorced. They weren't married. He was smart enough not to marry, but like they're in the point they're fighting about the house that they bought together. He bought 90% of the house. She put a little bit money down or whatever else just so she could live there. He's trying to get rid of her out of the house, and she's such a spiteful person that because she knows he's going to move on with his life and try to be happy with somebody else, now she's self-sabotaging the house before she leaves. Like it's to the point where she doesn't want no happiness, even for him.
Well, that speaks to other issues and like conversation in regards to people with low sex drive and stuff like that. There's a myriad of things that impact people's ability.
Yeah, that leads to it,
right? So, like this is why I have an issue with this statement, because like like the notion of a bucket list is a wish list in a sense, saying I'd like to do something, I'd like to try something like skydiving or blah blah blah, right? And it's not like saying once you do something on a bucket list that's absolute, right? Like you could be like, you know, I want to go snowboarding for one time, and then you're like, oh, I really like this, and you invest in it. Or I want to do this, or I want to shoot a gun, and then you get into it. It's not like saying one and done out the window, right? So having an anti list is kind of like saying, what would you not want to do? Well, the like never do again. There's only one thing that people, if they got a chance to do again, would be like to die, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
exactly.
Everything else is just like, if you get sick, you're not, as much as you want to be like, I never want to get sick again, you could get sick, right? If you get in a bad relationship,
they never want to drink again.
No, but remember what I said.
Later, they got the bottle in their hand. So
but remember what I said. I said I would never date somebody younger again. If I had the opportunity again, I wouldn't.
so okay. So let's say we put this on your anti list, and then you reach like 40 years old, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna reset, and then you meet a guy who's 35. Is that an absolute for you saying I'm never gonna do anybody younger? Like
what if you meet somebody a year younger than you? Are you never gonna date that person because he's a year?
That's a little different. I'm
Right.
talking younger, like never.
Yeah, no,
dated
but that's
somebody
the-
young,
But
like,
you
out of
could
my range.
pull a Jada Pinkett. You could pull a Jada Pinkett. You could be in the prime of your life, and you're like, all right, cool. I ended my relationship.
Yo, you
with
need a
that
little
man,
August Alsina in your life, you
and
know?
then exactly, you found August, and you're good to go. So it's like one of those
No,
things.
no,
where
no,
it's
no.
just
But I don't know. That's the thing.
like,
Like,
right.
I
See,
don't
so the
know.
statement's problematic. You're gonna be
Hey,
a
that's
lot
the
more
problem.
conscious about who you date, and you're gonna be like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna swerve on these younger men for whatever reason, whether or not they
Until
don't
you
have
can
their
find
shit
somebody with
together, or they
maturity.
make claims that they don't have their shit together, or blah blah blah. But it's just like, you know, like you could find somebody that has everything lined up, and he's just like, I'm good to go. That is very restrictive. And that's why it's just like a lot of these things are saying, like your example being like, I don't want to date anybody younger, or Andrew saying a girl with a low sex drive. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't discover that things until after, right? So
Yeah,
it's
but that's
like,
what I'm saying is I would never repeat that mistake ASAP. Like the second I found that out,
Yeah,
like if I was single and I found like it's not a situation where like, oh, you're dating or whatever. No, I'm talking about the very second we go to deal with that situation and she is like, you know, I kind of have a like, oh, I'm sorry, this cannot work out. Why?
That's
Because
exactly-
I've dealt with it
that's-
before and I am not doing it again.
No, but that's exactly how I feel. Because to be honest, most women date older men anyway. I
Yeah.
gave the two youngest I've ever dated. I gave that a chance.
right.
I just tried
You went
it.
against your normal judgment.
Yeah,
is what
I
you're
went against my normal thing, to be honest, because like even people that know me was just like, what the fuck? Like, sorry. They're just like, what the hell are you doing? But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try. Because you know, you try to give those type of people a chance to see if you know they're mature or whatnot, or they can handle certain things. When you see that it's the same pattern, you're like, you're that. So that's why this is my second time going through that, and I'm just like, nah, no.
Yeah, no, but
Well,
it
that's
comes with
what-
experience. It comes with experience. It's like
Yeah.
you're saying, yeah, I went for another tour of duty and the younger age, and that kind of got burned in the same way. All right, cool. But to make that absolute statement might be a little bit premature because I'm
No,
not
I
like
know what you mean.
Well,
Yeah,
Rohan, let's
I know
just
what you
cut the
mean.
mustard dry. What's yours? What's
I
your
don't have one.
anti-bucket list?
I don't have
All
one.
right, then.
You don't have one?
No, because it's that statement is detrimental. There's nothing that I can sit here and say I absolutely wouldn't want
So what
to
if
do
somebody
again.
poked
Oh, I know what
fiction
you
you?
mean. No, I hear what Rohan's trying to say. He's trying to say like you may never know down the line of your life if that comes up again and you give it a chance or something. I know what you. I
So
know
what if
you
somebody pulp fictions you?
What are you talking about?
You never watched Pulp Fiction?
No.
We
And
never watched
Vin
Pulp
Rames. Oh my
Hmm?
God, you need to watch that movie. But all right, basically the end scene is Vin Rames getting bent over on the table and a white misogynist dude trying to, you know,
Yeah.
there's something you
I'm-
never want to do again. That's all I'm saying. There's something you never want to do again.
So that's
yeah,
that's not something I've done. But again, it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, it's a hard thing. Yeah, do I want to be anally probed? No,
what
I'm not
this-
looking to.
No.
But what
no,
this meme
nobody
is trying to
specifically.
say, is something you've done before that you just don't want to do.
That's,
Again.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
Right.
no, and I understand on that part. So I guess we'll pose the question to our audience: is there an anti-bucket list? Is there something you have done in your life that you would never go again, never do again, or never even see again? God damn it! Who is she? Who is he? Who is the person that you're actually trying to get rid of? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you tell us.